Hi, and welcome to the video ShoeBox. I'm your host, Joe Renna. Episode 2, we have a video of a 1997 St. Mary's Grammar School talent show in Rahway, New Jersey. It features performances from students of all grades, few parents, some staff, even the clergy. The MC was John Roy. There's about 20 performances lasting about an hour and a half, so enjoy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. Mary's, where this evening we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of Talent Night. We have an extensive lineup of entertainment planned for you this evening, thanks to our performers who come to us from both school and parish community. Some veteran performers will be returning tonight, and some new stars are anxious to join the Talent Night cast. We especially wish to thank you for your past and continued support for this evening. We do ask to please keep talking to a minimum during the show so as not to distract other members and the audience. So without further delay, we present Talent Night 97. We are happy to have as our traditional opening number, the Children's Chorus of St. Mary's School. They are making their 3rd appearance in Talent Night and represent several grades in our school. They are under the direction of Janice Fetch, the parish music director. We are grateful to her because year after year she gives unselfishly of her time and talent to organize this group. Please join me in welcoming Miss Fetch and the Children's Chorus.
I'll give
Fortunato. During this week, however, she was hurt in gymnastics and must refrain from any physical activity. We wish her well and look forward to having her back next year at Talent Night. We are always happy to have new performers join our Talent Night cast, and tonight is no exception. Lindsy Elliker is a 7th grader at Rahway Intermediate School, where she is active in cheerleading and swimming. Her father, Don, is an area musician and a 1995 winner of MTV's Beach Band Search. If you don't think talent runs in families, well, seeing is believing. Please welcome the Ellikers as they sing a song Lindsy especially wrote for this evening, I See the Lord in Me. Our next performer is making her 3rd appearance in Talent Night. Although this 5th grader is an avid cheerleader, she tells us her most favorite pastime is studying the piano. Her family is very active in all aspects of parish life, and her dad is a pretty good stagehand too. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nicole Hintonack, playing a medley of her favorite piano selections. Our next group of performers showed up at our auditions and really made us smile with the skit they have prepared. Although short but sweet, we couldn't let this one go. Please welcome for their 15 seconds of fame from the 6th grade, Maria DePaolo, Linda Delansky, Vincent DeGangi, Colleen Patterson, and Elizabeth Bauer.
This morning I woke up for school at 7 o'clock. I got dressed, walked to the bathroom, and brushed my teeth. Then when I had finished brushing my teeth, I ran downstairs to the kitchen to eat breakfast. We were having omelets, my favorite. When I completed my omelet, I grabbed my book bag and waved goodbye to my mom. I started to walk to the bus stop very slowly, and then as I went on, I began to walk a little faster. When I got to the bus stop, I looked at my watch and noticed that I was late and I missed the bus. So I ran to school as fast as I could. I made it to school just as the bell rang. Then I went to my first class, gym. In gym, we were playing basketball. The teacher made us stretch out first. He made us do jumping jacks, leg lifts, arm circles, and sit-ups. Then we started to play. In the game, I scored 5 points. I was so excited because that is the most points I've ever scored in one game. After gym, we went to dance class. In dance class, we learned how to do a chorus line. I am the best at chorus line in my whole class. When dance class was over, it was time for lunch. I ran to the lunchroom because I was so hungry, but when I got there, my appetite changed because lunch was the cafeteria lady's favorite mystery soup. It smelled as though it was made of skunk and garbage. It smelled horrible. But because I had no other lunch, I grabbed a tray and bought lunch. When I had all my lunch, I went to sit to find a table to sit at. As I was walking toward the table, I slipped and fell. Everyone laughed at me. I got up off the floor and went and sat at an empty table. I did not eat any of my lunch because it was very nasty. When lunch was over, I went to my next class. My next class was math. My math teacher was Mrs. Roush. We were learning division. Mrs. Roush called me up to the board to do a problem. I got it correct. A little while later, I left math class and went to computers, which was one of my last classes of the day. In this class, we learned about different things that have to do with computers. Today, we were learning the correct way to type. We had to type a short story for the teacher. The teacher thought that I had done a magnificent job typing. After we completed typing our stories, we were allowed to leave for our next class. So as soon as I finished typing my story, I printed it and handed it in to the teacher. Then I left class and went back to my locker. I opened it and put all my books into the locker and slammed it shut. And then I went down the hall to the music room. Music was my last class today. The music teacher made us practice singing America the Beautiful for the school talent show. Then at 3 o'clock, the bell rang and I ran out the door. I ran down the hall to my locker and grabbed the books I needed and stuffed them in my book bag. Then I ran out the door and hopped on the bus. The bus then pulled out and began to leave the parking lot until all stops. When I got to my stop, I jumped off the bus and ran home. But as I was running home from school, I stopped in my yard and guess what I did? Gymnastics. Then I ran inside my house and my mother was talking on the phone and my father was reading the newspaper. So I ran upstairs to my room and I heard a knock, a knock, a knock at my door. And guess who it was? Me!
This year, we're again proud to present some of St. Mary's brightest stars performing a group dance routine. Sure, they whined, cried, and begged to be set free of the endless practices and physical torture inflicted upon them by Corinne Winnick. But don't feel too sorry for them. It all has a happy ending, and they really are thrilled to be here after all. We now present 22 of the classiest hobos we've seen, showing us why it's fun to be free.
On the move, to go anywhere with never a care, to do all there is to be done. It's fun to be free, oh yeah, it's fun to be free. To be on the move, to ride or to hike, wherever you like to. Thrill to this beautiful land. Ah, is everybody happy? You'll see what heaven can be. It's fun to be free. Yes, sir.
We're happy to welcome another newcomer to our show this evening. This talented first grader has been studying the clarinet for just 8 months and already has Benny Goodman spinning in his grave. In addition to music, he enjoys sports and working with hand tools. Playing 2 of his favorite pieces is Michael Rapisi. We would like to welcome back a very talented fourth grader. In addition to playing sports, she enjoys singing and dancing. This year marks her first solo appearance in Talent Night. Singing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid is Jackie Connors. Okay, folks, stand by. We have a little technical difficulty. It's just a little one. But in the meantime, our next performer made her debut at Talent Night last year. She enjoyed it so much that she got her brother to audition too. We think she bribed him with candy. But anyway, she comes to us from the 3rd grade, and in her spare time she enjoys music and swimming. We're sure you're wondering how one family can be so talented. Well, enough suspense. Please welcome back Nicole Rapisi. Last year, at about this time, we invited you to take a trip down memory lane to recall the golden years of Catholic school education, where a nun in every classroom was as common as a chicken in every pot. Well, down these hallowed halls, one could hear, "If I have to walk back there, mister, you had better be prepared to meet your maker." Yes, we know. Some of you who know who's coming are saying, "No, please, not again." But we're telling you to offer it up to the poor souls in purgatory. Backed by popular demand, theirs, we present the Swinging Sisters of St. Mary, Sister Kitty, Sister Catherine, Sister Nolene, and her special surprise sidekick. Does everybody enjoy themselves? All right. Now that we got things all heated up and warmed up, we're going to have a short intermission. About 10-15 minutes. During this time, I want to remind you about purchasing some 50/50. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to again remind you, let's please keep talking to a minimum during the show, so as not to distract other members of the audience. It is always a pleasure to introduce the Picard family at Talent Night. They're all veteran performers. Tom's hobbies include dancing, baton twirling, and the girls enjoy writing music and playing guitar. Wait a second, I think I just mixed up a little bit. Do you guys ever see Tom twirl a baton? One says, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, always looking to make their dad look good are Emily, Elizabeth, and Amanda Picard singing two of Tom's favorite songs.
His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave.
Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to do another song. Ready, girls?
Dad's taking us to the zoo tomorrow, zoo tomorrow, zoo tomorrow. Dad's taking us to the zoo tomorrow. We can't stay all day, we're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you, you, you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. See all the elephants with long trunks, baby. Great big ears and his long trunks, baby. Picking up chickens with his long trunks, baby. We can't stay all day. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you, you, you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. See all the monkeys scratch, scratch, scratching, jumping all around and scratch, scratch, scratching, hanging by a long tail, scratch, scratch, scratching. We can't stay all day, we're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you, you, you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. Seals in the pool, honk, honk, honking, catching fish and honk, honk, honking. Baby seals, oh, honk, honk, honking. We can't stay all day, we're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you, you, you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo.
Big black bear, all a huff, huff, puffin'. His coat's too heavy, he's huff, huff, puffin'. Don't get too near that huff, huff, puffin', or you won't stay all day. We're going to the zoo,
zoo, zoo. How about you, you, you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo.
Will we stay
all day and getting sleepy,
riding in the
car getting sleep, sleep, sleepy. Home already and I'm sleep, sleep, sleepy. We have stayed all day. We've been to the zoo, zoo, zoo. So have you, you, you. You came too, too, too. We've been
to the zoo, zoo, zoo. But
Mom's taking us to the zoo tomorrow, zoo tomorrow, zoo tomorrow. Mom's taking us to the zoo tomorrow, and we can't stay all day. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you, you, you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo.
Okay, just a quick reminder, this is going to be the last chance for 50-50s. Last chance for 50-50s. Now, we would once again like to welcome back our very talented fourth grader. In addition to playing sports and enjoying singing and dancing, She'll be singing part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. Once again, Jackie Connors. Our next group of performers really like to get high, but only when they tumble, that is. Representing the 5th grade is Andrea Barger, a level 8 gymnast and former all-around New Jersey State champion. From the 4th grade comes Jacqueline Winneck, a level 6 gymnast and current New Jersey State champion in floor and balance beam. And introducing Kyle O'Donnell from the grade 2. Their new best friend and student of acrobatics at the Union County Dance Center, performing a patriotic routine choreographed by Jackie Winneck.
That's all the candy. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. I'm glad I am. So's Uncle Sam. I'm a real life Yankee Doodle. Made my name in fame and poodle, just like Mr. Doodle did by riding on a pony. I love to listen to the Dixie String. I want to see the girl left behind me, and that ain't a job. She's a Yankee, my God. Close and you'll see. Think about a Yankee, that's a pony. I feel like everyone
a Yankee Doodle dandy. You betcha Yankee Doodle do or not.
I feel like getting what my uncle said for all the 4th of July. I got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart. She's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle, Yankee Doodle, just to ride the Yankee Doodle. I am Yankee Doodle boy.
It is a pleasure to welcome back a graduate of St. Mary's School to our show. She is a student at Union Catholic High School and asked if she could come back with us this evening. So it is our pleasure to bring back for her 3rd Talent Night appearance, Shannon Loyola. Talent Night regular and the mother of 2 of our school children. Her interests are many and include music and theater. Would you please welcome back the talented Jude Ann Giordano. Don't panic, ladies and gentlemen, but at this time we're forced to issue an alert warning. Anything can happen from this point on. This is not for the faint at heart, the weak, or for those of you who are terminally happy. If you don't think you control your laughter or the pounding of your fists on the guy in front of you, please leave now. Okay, you asked for it. What more is there to say than bring on the one and only Father Myers.
Hi, I'm Johnny Hair.
keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tide to find. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tide to find. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Most of Johnny Cash's music was very sad. Probably a lot of it due to the early life that Johnny lived. But there was also a spirited side to his music. There were very lively numbers that he wrote, and one of them we're going to share with you now. It is not only spirited, it is spiritual.
That old wheel is gonna roll around once more. When it does, it will even up the score. Don't be weak. As they sow, they will reap. Turn the other cheek and don't give in. That old wheel will roll around again. Yes, when love is gone, and the one you thought would stay does you wrong. And you're left alone to pay the prices high. But somehow you'll survive, don't give in. That old wheel will roll around again. That old wheel is gonna roll around once more. When it does, it will even up the score. Don't be weak. As they sow, they will reap. Turn the other cheek and don't give in. That old wheel will roll around again. Come on. There'll be times hard to control, and you'll find you'll hurt down in your soul. There'll be those We'll be glad to see you down, but don't give in. That old wheel will roll around again. That old wheel, it's gonna roll around once more when it does. That's what it does. It's gonna even up the score. Don't be weak. As they sow, they will reap. Turn the other cheek and don't give in. That old wheel will roll around again. That old wheel is gonna roll around once more when it does. It will even up the score. Don't be weak, don't be weak. As they sow, they will reap. Turn the other cheek and don't give in. Don't give in. That old wheel will roll around again. Right.
One more time. That old wheel. Roll around.
Okay, now we have something for all of you out there who believe real boys don't dance. This talented student has been studying dance for 5 years and has yet to be beaten up by anyone in the 4th grade. They wouldn't dare, because he also competes in boys gymnastics and can outflip the enemy. Tonight, he's chosen his mom to dance with and claims to have taught her everything she knows. Please welcome back Ryan and Lorraine Marashevsky.
Something special tonight. Please. Say, Hamlet's soliloquy or the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. Oh, don't be shy. You make about the prettiest Juliet I've ever seen.
All I do is dream of you the whole night through. With the dawn, I still go on dreaming of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And were there more than 24 hours a day? They'd be spent, sleep content, dreaming away. Skies are green, skies are blue, morning, noon, and night too. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. That's me out. All I do the whole day through is dream of you.
We are happy to have at Talent Night a brother and sister who last year performed in 2 different acts. This year they have chosen to put their talent together and knock us out with a 1-2 punch. So without further delay, please welcome Maria and Anthony DePaolo singing as they play their piano duet. It gives us great pleasure to introduce the next act. Last year, they were supposed to perform for us, but just before the show, one of them broke an ankle in dance class. It is also special for us because this same girl who graduated from St. Mary's last year has moved to North Carolina. She called several weeks ago and asked if she could come back this weekend and be with us in Talent Night, since she missed it last year. We are thrilled to hear from her and very excited that Christine Nat has returned. Dancing with her is her former partner from the Union County Dance Center, Annie Goldstein of Colonia. Please join me in welcoming back Christine and Annie to Talent Night.
We are a nation with no geographic boundaries, bound together through our beliefs. We are like-minded individuals, sharing a common vision, pushing toward a world rid of color lines.
Next performer is familiar at St. Mary's by both face and deeds. He's very active in many aspects of parish life. In addition, he's a very talented singer, songwriter, and musician. He last appeared in Talent Night 4 years ago. So we are excited about his return. Please give a warm welcome to Carmen Zullo.
One little road can lead you home. When you are home, remember the road. Reflect upon the path that was under your feet. Look upon the lamp that you held in your hand. Don't forget the one little spark that started it all. It was God who gave you the spark. It was Jesus who was your lamp. The Holy Spirit was your guide, and heaven is your home. It was God who gave you the spark. It was Jesus who was your lamp. The Holy Spirit was your path, and heaven is your home. One little spark can light a lamp. I'd like to bring my good friend Tom Picard out to accompany me on this song on the papoose guitar. The wind began to howl at the coming of the Lord. The upper room was brightened as Jesus came forth. He breathed His Spirit upon them like tongues of fire came. Spirit of the Lord, lighting their hearts aflame. Give glory to God, bless His holy name. We have such good news, Jesus will reign. Give glory to God, bless His holy name. We have such good news that Jesus will reign. Bolder and bolder they're preaching now, and everyone could understand, the old and the young. He breathed His Spirit upon them like tongues of fire. Spirit of the Lord, lighting their hearts aflame. Give glory to God, bless His holy name. We have such good news that Jesus will reign. Give glory to God, bless His holy name. We have such good news that Jesus will reign. So go forth, my children, and tell the good news. Jesus has risen from the dead. Go forth, my people, and tell the good news. Jesus will come again. The wind began to howl at the coming of the Lord. The upper room was bright as Jesus came forth. He breathed His Spirit upon them like tongues of fire. Spirit of the Lord, lighting their hearts aflame. Give glory to God, bless His holy name. We have such good news that Jesus will reign. Give glory to God, bless His holy name. We have such good news that Jesus will reign.
Okay, Carmen's going to accompany me on one of my tunes now. Lord, I am not worthy to do this thing you ask. Lord, I am so weary and not up to the task. But if I am of service to you, I won't ask why. Lord, I am not worthy, but I'll try. Lord, I am not ready to go out there alone. Lord, my burden's heavy and my heart is stone. You know I am weak, Lord. You see me sin and lie. Lord, I am not worthy, but I'll try.
We thought it only fitting that our next act close out Talent Night 97. We watched them grow up right before our eyes. Soon they will be leaving us to begin their futures elsewhere. Under the direction of their teacher, Catherine Turk, they would like to express their collective sentiments in 2 songs they have prepared for us this evening. Please welcome the 8th grade class of St. Mary's School.
Dreams
and you. So long, farewell, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Charlie and he, a sigh and say goodbye. I'm glad to go. I cannot tell a lie. I flit, I float, I flee, I fly. The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye,
The Von Trapps or what? That was great. We would like to bring back all our performers one last time and thank them for doing such a great job tonight.
Simply teeming with sex. A gay divorcee who is after her ex. It can be Oedipus Rex, where a chap kills his father and causes a lot of bother. The clerk who is thrown out of work by the boys, who is thrown for a lost by the skirt, who is doing him dirt. The stage is a world of entertainment. Swain getting slain for the love of a queen. Some great Shakespearean scene where a ghost and a prince meet and everyone ends in mincemeat. The gang may be waving the flag that began with the Mr. Cohan hip hooray. The American way, the world is a stage. The stage is a world of entertainment.
Before we say goodbye, Talent Night 97, we would like to recognize some of the people who made this evening so entertaining for all of us. A big thank you to the Fathers Club backstage crew for all their time and patience. Joe Zidzik, Mike Hintonek, Rich Winneck, Walter Marashevsky, Don Godfrey, who's 50, Mary Rapizzi, Walter Makaruka, and on Spotlight, Bob Flanagan. They all did an outstanding job. Thanks to Linda and Ed and the Kitchen Stars for all their hard work and preparation for this evening. To all our Homeschool Association volunteers who helped supervise the performers backstage and in the balcony, thank you. Also to the Fathers Club volunteers working the floor for us, we thank you for your help tonight. Very special thanks goes to Rich Winneck, Walter Marashevsky, Tommy Schimmel, and Ted Sobin, who built our new stage backdrop. 4 stars to you guys and the entire Fires Club for their financial support. We want to also thank Little Carol D., also known as St. Mary's #1 basketball fan, for copying the program for you this evening. Father Feckety and the parish priests of St. Mary's for the wonderful support of Talent Night over the years and for their great sense of humor. Finally, super thanks to Corinne Winneck and Carol Grader, who have worked for many months planning the show and coordinating all the details that make this evening go so smoothly. And now a word from our principal, Mrs. Chatfield.
Las Vegas. Father Dave and the sisters, they're ready to take you on tour right now. It's such a treat to come here this evening to see the talent, not only of the school, but of the parishioners, and gives us a chance to congregate and to be witness to all this wonderful talent. 8th grade, you made us so proud tonight. It was incredible. To Carol and Corinne, I've seen the time and effort that you've put into this, and we truly do appreciate it. It's something we look forward to every single year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Chatfield. And now we're going to have our 50-50. The grand prize is $145. Sister, would you please pick one? Dig deep, mix them up. I don't want to hear it. And the winner is number 226670. 226670. We have a winner. Let's check out this ticket. Congratulations, you're a winner. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed yourself. We'll see you next year.
If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and share. Subscribe to the channel to see more. If you have any old video or film, we will transfer them for free if we use them on the show. Email Renna at rennamedia.com.